in American history. There was an America First committee that formed in this country. Hundreds of thousands of people in this country, some of the richest businessmen in the country who were part of it. They were formed to keep us out of World War II. They were infiltrated by the Nazis. Many of them were anti-Semitic. Part of why they weren't alarmed by Hitler's rise in Germany. The America First committee is something that means a specific thing in this country. To repurpose it now, not that far down the historical path, it's hard to hear.
Chris Matthews, you among us are the former speechwriter.
Yeah, I thought it was the work of a speechwriter, Brian. I thought it wasn't a work of the candidate that's the president now. I think it was a very, as you say, workmanlike. And because it was really, if somebody went through and studied everything he said in the campaign and consolidated it into a coherent argument for American economic nationalism, I thought the strength was in the rusted factories to talk about what really did drive the success of his campaign in Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. The sense of too many places like Indiana City, a place like Michigan City, which are just all factories rusted. I thought that was a great image. It was economic nationalism. Not much interesting, very little about immigration, except in the context of jobs. None of that ethnic stuff we got about rapists and all that stuff about Mexican Americans and others from Latin America. That was gone. I thought that was interesting. Of course, nothing about human rights, nothing about gender rights, other things you'd hear from a Democrat. But I thought it was a strong statement to the people who voted for him. I was looking at all the people in the cat hats out there, the Make America Great hats out there. They wanted to hear this. He said, I'm going to be the guy he said it was going to be. The dance for the one that brought him, Nicole.
They will come up to the platform. They will all be there. There you see
So kind of a crazy time with Election Day and Trump being elected. Of course, history will look back and tell us what happened, whether it was good or bad or whatnot. I think it's really up to us to do, our best to make it great. People in general coming out of the woodwork, average people, your neighborhoods and your schools or whatever. Put our heads together, communicate, use technology and whatnot and make it great. And if it turns out to be Armageddon, at least if you keep reading the Bible at the end, I think it ends up right. New heavens and earth or something like that. And I guess it works out in the end, but it seems kind of crazy. Stay tuned.
Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth. Politicians prospered, but the jobs left and the factories closed. The establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated in our nation's capital, there was little to celebrate for struggling families all across our land.
Wow, about half full.
Starting right here and right now, because this moment is your moment. It belongs to you. It belongs to everyone gathered here today and everyone watching all across America. This is your day. This is your celebration. And this, the United States of America, is your country.
All right, that's us. Do something with it.
What truly matters is not which party controls our government, but whether our government is controlled by the people. January 20th, 2017 will be remembered as the day the people became the rulers of this nation again. no longer.
Veterans.
Everyone is listening to you now. You came by the tens of millions to become part of a historic movement, the likes of which the world has never seen before. At the center of this movement is a crucial conviction that a nation exists to serve its citizens. Americans want great schools for their children, safe neighborhoods for their families, and good jobs for themselves. These are just and reasonable demands of righteous people and a righteous public. But for too many of our citizens, a different reality exists. Mothers and children trapped in poverty in our inner cities. Rusted out factories scattered like tombstones across the landscape of our nation. An education system flush with cash, but which leaves our young and beautiful students deprived of all knowledge. And the crime, and the gangs, and the drugs that have stolen too many lives and robbed our country.
Oh, let's start the drug war again.
Unrealized potential. This American carnage stops right here and stops right now. We are one nation, and their pain is our pain. Their dreams are our dreams, and their success will be our success. We share one heart, one home, and one glorious destiny. The oath of office I take today is an oath of allegiance to all Americans. For many decades, we've enriched foreign industry at the expense of American industry, subsidized the armies of other countries, while allowing for the very sad depletion of our military. We've defended other nations' borders while refusing to defend our own. And spent trillions and trillions of dollars overseas while America's infrastructure has fallen into disrepair and decay. We've made other countries rich, while the wealth, strength, and confidence of our country has dissipated over the horizon. One by one, the factories shuttered and left our shores, with not even a thought about the millions and millions of American workers that were left behind. The wealth of our middle class has been ripped from their homes and then redistributed all across the world. But that is the past. And now we are looking only to the future. We assembled here today are issuing a new decree to be heard in every city, in every foreign capital, and in every hall of power. From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this day forward, it's going to be only America first. America first. Every decision on trade, on taxes, on immigration, on foreign affairs will be made to benefit American workers and American families. We must protect our borders from the ravages of other countries, making our products, stealing our companies, and destroying our jobs. Protection union will lead to great prosperity and strength. I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever let you down. America will start winning again, winning like never before. We will bring back our jobs. We will bring back our borders. We will bring back our wealth. And we will bring back our dreams. We will build new roads and highways and bridges and airports and tunnels and railways all across our wonderful nation. We will get our people off of welfare and back to work, rebuilding our country with American hands and American labor. We will follow two simple rules: buy American and hire American. We will seek
I gotta get ready for class, man.
with the nations of the world.
Anyway,
With the understanding
God willing, man, it'll be great.
the right of all
Stay
nations
tuned.